Everyone look, as we spotted a wild Steve. Looks like we have found his habitat. The coast looks clear right now. We need to be very careful, as if we are spotted, they could become very aggressive and hostile. Oh, he has some fish, that's nice. As we close in on the enclosure, we have spotted the wild Steve. We see him going through all of his chests, trying to look for that one thing he's never heard of before. What a magnificent creature. As he just sorts out all of his inventory. How majestic is this? Looks like he's on the move. Uh-oh. Looks like he's trying to get out, but is not able to succeed. Oh, we have been spotted. And he's aggressive. He's aggressive. Well, everyone, welcome back to another episode 17. I actually haven't been on the world in I'd say about 3 weeks since the last episode. I kind of needed a little bit of a break, but as I can remember, this base is looking just incredible. I mean, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. How do you think the base is turning out so far? I think it's a pretty nice base. I mean, it's not like the best, because there's people that have built significantly better. But it's looking nice, okay? And we'll just take it. But anyway, this episode, I want to start making a mini golf course. That's right. So we're going to start making a mini golf course. I'm going to make a small gold farm. And yeah, so let's just get right into it. What are you doing in here? How'd you even get in here? How is this possible? Just wanted to show off. So the big hole that I showed a couple episodes ago, I think it was 15. The hole, this is where I'm going to put the mini golf course. I'm going to do just a small one, like 9 holes. So just a half size. And this guy is trying to get in the way here. I hope he doesn't get in the way. But so we're just going to be doing a half size course. I'm going to start here. We're going to start doing a simple hole. We got to do a simple hole because we all know that mini golf courses make the first hole like as basic as possible, just in case any young kids there are not good enough to actually hit a ball accurately. They have to make it super easy to boost their confidence. But I think we're getting a pretty good shape here. So the first hole I'm going to do blue carpet for the theme, actually. Normally it's like green, but because I want to go with a little bit more of a kind of like a space theme, out of this world type of theme, I want to do a blue carpet instead of the green. So yeah, okay, let's make sure this is possible, okay? Do you mind? See, everyone knows that every mini golf course or every mini golf hole is like pretty much hole-in-one guaranteed every time. Need to make sure that it is hole-in-one guaranteed. So I've decided to, for the second hole here, kind of make it, or increase the speed, and I'll just kind of do a voiceover, just so I can kind of show my process when I make these next holes. So for the next hole, it needs to be a little bit more difficult, but at the same time still be pretty easy enough. And again, like the third hole gets harder, fourth hole gets harder. It has to go progressively harder to get that hole in one. So for this one, I'm going to start by just kind of making the basic shape of the hole. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in the feature. So in this case, I'm going to do some water. Pretty much you have to get the ball in a certain part of the water, which will then slide down towards the hole. So right now what I'm doing is the sides, and I had to kind of fix some parts on the sides just so it can look, just so the ground is a little more level, and it'll be easier for me to design or decorate when all the holes are done. So now that I have the shape pretty much done, the water, I can put the water down. And I need to get the water to kind of go in a straight line. So I'm going to use pressure plates. I'm going to put them all around the sides. I just want a small water source. Just give the ball a little bit of a boost, but not too much to just make it kind of go wild and uncontrollably. So now that I've just done my test, I know where to put the hole. Make it pretty easy for everyone else who's playing this. And I have to make sure that it is not the most impossible. And I will be adding in a marker as well, just to show where you are supposed to stand or when you start the hole. So I'm just going to add the blue carpet down now. I will not add the carpet around the pressure plates because then the water will then explode and just ruin all the carpet. So now that I have all the holes finished, I want to show this is the third hole. The hole is right behind this block that goes up and down. Well, kind of in behind. It goes up and down. And it definitely is a good distraction, or good obstacle, I should say. This next hole, you have to try and line your ball up perfectly for the slime block to push it right into the hole. So again, you start by standing on the orange pressure plate. In the orange pressure plate, there's a minecart and chest underneath it with rails, and it goes over one of those railed pressure plates. Now this hole is very interesting because this goes to a second floor. So if you stand on the orange pressure plate, and you have to throw the ball into the hole initially. And once it's in the hole, you push this button, and it launches up and goes right over to the second floor. And I will add stairs, don't worry, eventually. So, as you can see, there's a water source up here. The pressure plate that controls it controls the on and off switch of this water. So it can push your ball out in different directions. And you have to try and get that perfect spot for the ball to go into the hole. It is possible. I've tried it multiple times just to make sure it is possible. And it's definitely possible. So the first 5 holes are done. Now I will be moving on to the nether, where I will make a small gold farm. I want this gold farm not really for the gold, but to repair all my pickaxes, since I have a lot of mountain making to do. So I start off by making this small enclosure. And I have one of those like trident chambers. You have a trident in the middle, and then all the pistons will kind of push all the piglins into the middle, into the trident, where they take damage and then they'll die, pretty much. That's I think that's how it works. So what I'm doing here, I was looking for the nether fortress like way back, and I passed this big open lava pool pretty much when I was looking for it. And this was the perfect spot because there is no other space for the piglins to spawn within, I think it's like a 20-50 block radius, I think. So within the 20 to 50 blocks I would be, this would be the only space where the piglins would spawn at, which would give me the maximum amount of XP and gold. Moving up to the second layer, I think I'm going to do 3 layers, just so it gives the piglins more area to spawn. So I'm pretty sure there's a mechanic in the game where it prevents a group of mobs from spawning in one space. So if I have more room for the piglins to spawn, I should actually get more gold and more experience again. So I'm going to do 3 layers, I think. I'm going to start the second layer and then going to go to the third one. This is what the farm looks like all finished. As you can see, they're all kind of walking around. If I shoot one, so a couple of them run over, but not too many of them. And I also need more trident. Okay, so now I know that when it hit me, how they hit me. But now I know when I have to go back and fix this, I need to add, I think, a couple piglins with name tags just kind of like in the middle, just so they keep remembered to be angry at me and they come running. And I need a lot more tridents. So, and they are taking damage. How am I taking damage? How are they hitting me here? Oh well. I'm just going to turn that off. I think it's better if I just kill myself, but I'll have to fix this in the future. Minecraft Steve's checking out the course. Look at him go. He's exploring it. He's placing his dirt on my... I don't want your dirt on my course, sir. Don't dirty up my course. I think he's confused by this hole. He looks confused. I can tell that's Steve's confused face. It's kind of hard to imagine what this place is going to look like at the end, because right now it's just a big hole of stone and dirt and floating torches. But trust me, I think it's going to be pretty cool looking. I'll just have to get a bunch of resources for this room, which is fine. But I'm going to call that an episode here. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.